Good morning, everyone. I am Toastmaster Vignesh and Surgeon at Arms for today's meeting. And I welcome you all to 299th meeting of Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. Before we dive into our meeting, we have a few set of ground rules we follow in all our Toastmasters meeting. So kindly switch off your mobile phone or put them on silent mode. And we don't talk about politics, religion, or sex over here. Kindly refrain yourself from discussing those topics. Kindly do not cross talk when someone is talking. So since we are meeting online, we additionally have two more ground rules. So if you're stepping away from the meeting, kindly turn off your video. And if you're not speaking, kindly mute yourself. And to have an interactive meeting, so I encourage you all to have your videos on whenever possible. Along with that, we have a naming convention which we follow in our Zoom meetings. So I will post that one in our chat. So kindly rename yourself according to the naming convention. Like everyone of in our life has a mission. In Toastmasters, we have a mission to support the speakers, uh, to support the individuals to become a great speaker by giving their positive learning experience. With this, I announce the meeting is open. And before handing over our control to the club president, distinguished Toastmaster Alex Decker, I would like to introduce him. He is a CEO of Airspace Shared Office, which is a smart office for startups. He is in the Toastmaster journey since 2008 and achieved his first DTM in 2017. He played numerous roles in the club level and in the district level, and he's on the course to his second DTM. So over to you, club president, distinguished Toastmaster.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms Vignesh. Good morning, guests. Good morning, friends and fellow Toastmasters. Very good morning.
Good morning, Alex.
Good morning. So today's theme is a very interesting theme. I'm sure the Toastmaster of the day will be talking about it. So that actually took me down memory lane of 2002 when I was watching a cricket match. 2002, I'm sure some of you might not have been born also. And that's what Vignesh is giving a different look. Or people used to watch cricket in 2002. I'm sure people are watching cricket in 1980s also. All right. So 2002, okay, something about India at that time was Saurav Ganguly was the captain of the Indian side. And what was so special about it, India was keep on winning matches after matches, but in the finals they will lose. So Saurav Ganguly has this unique distinction of losing around 15 finals. And this was one of the finals. England batted first and they scored 325 runs on board. And that itself disappointed many of us. And we knew that India is not going to win the match. And moreover, the match was happening in Lord's cricket ground. And India started batting. Saurav Ganguly and Virendra Sehwag gave one of the best openings which they could give at that point of time. And India was at 100 for one. And first wicket fell. And after that, as usual, second wicket. In a few minutes, we see it as 147 for 5. So some of us watching cricket at the hostel where I was studying, we decided, okay, there's no point of wasting time. It is better to go and play cricket. And we switched off and went. And when we came back, what we saw was something remarkable. India was at around 286 for 6, and India needed some 60 runs in 55 balls, something like that. And it was a very close match. And we were all eager. Suddenly, all the friends came together. They wanted to watch the match, and suddenly 20 people in the room watching, then a nail-biting finish. I'm sure some of you would have guessed it, which match I'm talking about. Any guesses which match I'm talking about?
Yes, NatWest match in
Oh,
England.
okay, somebody was born in 19...
That first match, Mohammad Kaif and Yuvraj Singh.
Absolutely. So Mohammad Kaif and Yuvraj Singh were the stars of the day, and they pulled off a sensational victory of two wickets to spare, and that was an amazing match. And what was so special about match, more than the match and more than India winning that match, what was so special about that match is Saurav Ganguly taking off his shirt on the Lord's Cricket Ground and waving it to the audience. And that scene is reminded as one of the most memorable scenes in Indian cricket for sure, for a different cause. So what I'm talking today is about different personalities. When you look at different personalities, Ganguly was a different personality. Those who are cricket fans, you know that Ganguly is a person who actually uh, brought in a lot of youngsters to cricket and inspired them to action. At the same time, Ganguly has a unique distinction that he is one captain who had lost maximum finals. Then came Mahendra Singh Dhoni. When you talk about Mahendra Singh Dhoni, we know that he is an absolute match winner. Right? Any international titles is their name. But when you look at how many people he groomed and number of people talking about him, probably very, very less. Any interviews, when you do a comparison between Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Saurav Ganguly, you will always see that Harbhajan Singh, Yuvraj Singh, Mohammad Kaif, and Virendra Sehwag, everybody is talking. My favorite captain is Saurav Ganguly. My favorite captain is Saurav Ganguly. On the other side, when somebody is talking about Mahendra Singh Dhoni, you say that, okay, 2020 match, 2020 World Cup, the 2011 World Cup, Champions Trophy, IPL, Test match number one. All these things are talking about. So what I'm really talking about today is about personalities. So it's not really about one person is right or wrong. It is about what personality we carry around. So personalities can make a huge, huge difference. So when Kapil Dev was the captain of the touring 1983 World Cup, so he was asked, "Why are you here in England?" And with his broken English, he said, "I am here to win the World Cup." And everybody laughed. And after India winning the World Cup in 1983, when people asked, "Did you mean it?" He said, "I meant it." So the whole point here is there are different personalities and different outcome probably you can have it. So Toastmaster is one such fraternity in which we get a lot of opportunities to interact with different styles of personalities and develop one of that part of our personality, which is public speaking or a communication or leadership, and we can polish ourselves and become a better person and a better speaker or a better leader. With this thought, I open meeting number 299. Let's give ourselves a big round of applause because meeting number 299 is not a small achievement. And the next week is our milestone meeting. So this is a great start for today's meeting. Now, our club secretary will be joining a little later, who will be reading the minutes of the meeting a little later. So now we'll get straight away to the session. So our Toastmaster of the day today is a very exciting personality, for sure. I'm sure she has picked this theme, surrounded by idiots. It's the theme, not really about Toastmasters fraternity. Right? It's a theme for the meeting, and which is based on the DISC principle on personality traits, and which is an interesting concept by itself. So about our Toastmaster of the day, a retired software professional is what she has told. And when you see her, you will be thinking, is she retired or she's tired? I'm not sure what she meant. I don't know why she's retired. So she's the current Division I director, very enthusiastic and passionate about Toastmastering, and each role she plays with a lot of diligence. And what I really like about her, even a small role she wanted to play, she will take effort to do it better. So let's put our hands together to welcome the TM Modi and the current Division I director, DTM Priyang, as the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Alex, President of the Wake Up Chennai Club, waking up everybody on Wednesday morning. Hope I'm audible and visible. Thank you. So the way he described me, if somebody has read the book Surrounded by Idiots, you would have known what personality type I am. But I'm hoping many of us have not read the book and we have not taken the quiz. So let's take 1 minute today to first take a quiz to understand what personality type we are. I'm posting the quiz link in the chat. Just click on it, go to the bottom. And there's a small penguin standing and there is a get started. Click on the get started. The quiz will not take more than a minute. Don't overthink, just whatever you will do in that situation, just mark your answers. There is no right and wrong. It's just who we are. Every personality type has some strength, has some weakness, so it's okay. if you are done, please post your personality type, the title over in the chat. So I'm posting my personality type.
Hi Priyang, can we have combined answer or only one answer is allowed?
No, each of you will have a separate personality type. So,
Yeah, sometimes it will be combined, right? Analytical and dominant. Somebody
okay,
will think and they will say that.
correct. So it will give you only one, I think.
Okay.
The results will give only predominant
Yeah, I
one.
think it's giving only one.
One,
Okay.
right? Yeah. Predominantly, so coming to that, right? Predominantly, everybody will have one or maximum two. That's what he says in the book. We will not have three. But it's good to understand about us, right? The self-assessment actually helps a lot. Read? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
It was an eye-opening for me when I read this book, and I always keep it in my desktop. And whenever I meet people, their behaviors, the way they talk, I then again go back to the book and relate and understand why people say the things they do and do the things that they do. It's absolutely amazing. Green, stable, green, red,
Blue.
blue, same
Oh,
pinch. I'm also a blue.
I am not stable, but the test is saying I'm stable. Yeah, I think there's a difficulty in completing it, so probably we need to give a little more time.
Yeah, sure. Sure, I'll keep talking a little bit about the personalities. So when DTM Alex introduced me, he said, whichever role she takes, she will do it better. She's diligent, meticulous. Those words are all related to analytical. You can, I will pass on the book as well today. So you don't have to read the entire book. So you can read the blues. So you can understand more about you. You can also read about no yellows here. No yellows, green, blue, green, red, no yellows. That's a surprise, right? That's why the energy of the party, energy of the meeting is missing, I think. Yellows, they fill up the meeting with a lot of energy. They will talk on and on and on. Green,
Green is dominating.
green is
Oh,
majority of the people, they fall into the green. They're more agreeable. They listen. They will not talk anything. They won't bring up anything against the boss. They're more agreeable. They listen a lot, but they'll go behind and they will gossip. That is a little bit negative about the greens. Blue. Okay. So let us move on. Every Toastmaster meeting has three segments. The first segment is the prepared speech segment where we do pathway projects. With the help of the mentor, we come up with the prepared speeches, and there will be an evaluator who will be evaluating the plus and minus to take the speech to the next level. And the second section will be the impromptu speaking table topics, where we will be given topic on the spot and we will be talking for 1 to 2 minutes. And the third section will be the important segment of any Toastmasters meeting, the pillar of the meeting, I would say, the pillar of Toastmasters, where we give constructive and positive evaluation feedback for the speaker to grow into the next level of whoever they want to become. So today we have beautifully aligned three speakers. We will get started, and the first speech is from Toastmaster Vigneshwar, the Sergeant at Arms of our...
G.
Oh, sorry. Before that, I will introduce the general evaluator who will be evaluating this meeting as a whole. The general evaluator for today's meeting is Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon is a first generation IT entrepreneur who, after more than 2 decades of entrepreneurship, is now looking at experiencing the remaining items from his to do bucket list. Satish has been a Toastmaster since 2013 and has held multiple positions at the club, area, division, and district level. He was the district director of District 120 Toastmasters for the year 2021-22. May I now invite distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon to brief about the general evaluator's role. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Priyang. A very good morning to everybody here. Meeting number 39 of Break of Chennai Toastmasters Club, 299. My role as a general evaluator in a Toastmasters meeting, not my role, the role of a general evaluator in a Toastmasters meeting is to evaluate the meeting from the beginning to the end. This also encompasses things that have happened prior to the meeting, like the pre-meeting setup, see how the entire meeting progresses, what is that we are doing correct as part of Toastmaster guidelines, what is it that we don't do or we are not doing and which could be done in the future meetings, and what is it that we can improve. The reason for having a general evaluator in every Toastmasters meeting is Toastmasters is a learning forum, and every Toastmasters meeting that we participate in, we should learn something when we step out of the meeting. And as learning is a continuous process, evaluation also is something that we will learn, we will imbibe that, and we will progress as we go along. Now, in this general evaluation segment, the general evaluator doesn't do everything as a single person team. They have a team of people who support certain segments of the Toastmasters meeting by reviewing those meetings and providing their evaluations. The first of that is the time, because every Toastmaster meeting needs to start on time and end on time. So the first supporting player on the tag team is the timer. And today's timer is an individual who's pretty new to Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. He's a MCA graduate working in the IT sector for 14 years as functional consultant, specialized in SCM and costing verticals. A fitness enthusiast with other hobbies of watching movies and interested in reading books. So please welcome our timer for today's meeting, Toastmaster Shivakumar.
Thanks, DTM Satish Menon, and good morning, everyone. As a timer today, I'll be timing the planned agenda of prepared speeches, evaluation, and table topic speakers. I will alert each speaker of the time they left using green, amber, and red signals. If a speaker has taken beyond 30 seconds after the maximum time, then I would interrupt the speaker and it may lead to disqualification. The timing details for each speech follows. Prepared speech will be given 5 minutes as green signal, 6 minutes yellow signal, and 7 minutes red signal. If they go beyond 7 minutes 30 seconds, the speech would be disqualified and it would be considered for rating purpose. Then table topics, minimum 1 minute, yellow is at 1:30 and red is at 2 minutes. 2:30 lead to disqualification. Then evaluation speech, 2 minutes at green at 2 minutes, yellow at 2:30 and red at 3 minutes. Yeah. Thanks for the opportunity, Satish. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivakumaran, for explaining the roles of the timer. I would request all the speakers to just pin the timer when they are speaking so that you don't lose track of time. Now, the next person on the tag team, so we've already talked about the T, is the R counter. And today's R counter is a new member to Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. And when he wanted to take on the role, he was asking whether is there any pre-qualification to become the timer. And we said no, There is no pre-qualification for any Toastmasters role in a club meeting. And he was very proactive to take on the role of the R counter today. A brief introduction about himself. He's an IT professional with 20 plus years of experience. Enjoyed traveling to new places and long drives, looking forward to learning the art of great public speaking. So please welcome our R counter for today's meeting, who proactively took on the role for the first time, Toastmaster Navneeta Krishnan.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Toastmaster Satish Menon. Good morning, everyone. I'm your R counter today, and in this role, I'll be noting down the filler words and sounds used by the speakers. The role's purpose is to improve speaking and listening skills. It also helps speakers notice how they say things and take notice of annoying habits. Some of the things that I would be noting down is the filler sounds like ah and empty words like so and well, some excessive use of and but, and some of the inappropriate interjections such as process. At the end of the meeting, I'll be submitting my report for each speakers. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Satish Menon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Navneeta Krishnan. Thanks for taking on the role of the R counter. Being a new member, but I'm sure it will be a great learning for you. And that's what in Toastmasters we expect people to learn by taking on roles. The last person on the tag team, the G, which is the grammarian. So today's grammarian is a very, very multifaceted personality. He's a senior manager at Schneider Electric. He's also a very passionate Toastmaster, a passionate reader, nature lover, believes in sustainability, a lot of things. For us, he's our current VP membership, and under his leadership, the club has added a lot of members this season. So please welcome our grammarian for today's meeting, Toastmaster Satish Kumar.
Thank you so much, DTM Satish Menon, for this warm introduction. Welcome, Toastmasters and guests. Today, as a grammarian, I'll be listening to all the speeches carefully and note down the best use of English language, and at the same time, if there are any improvement areas when the speakers are speaking about how the language is used, I'll be noting on that, and I'll be submitting my report when I'm ready. And I am also playing the role of listening master. I'll be making a note, and when I'm called for, I'll be present and up the meeting. Okay. And at the venue today at our airspace office, and I have a couple of guests also with me, joined in person today, and I have Keshav with me also.
Satish, you'll have to give the word of the day and the idiom of the day.
Yeah, I'll put it across DTM Satish.
If you have it with you, can you just tell it?
No, I have not decided yet. Just give me a minute.
Okay, fine. Then you can put it in the chat.
Yeah.
In the interest of time, we'll move ahead.
Yeah.
Everybody, please note that every Toastmasters meeting has a word of the day and an idiom of the day. The grammarian will be shortly putting it out in the chat box for the benefit of all. We request all the speakers to kindly use the word of the day and the idiom of the day in their speeches as far as possible. That was the introduction of the general evaluator and the tag team. We will come back with our individual reports and the overall general evaluator report towards the end of the meeting when called upon by the Toastmaster of the day. With this, I hand the control back over to the Toastmaster of the day, DTM Priyang.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Satish, can we request the guest in our airspace Velachery in person to introduce themselves quickly?
Sure, Priyang.
Yeah. So hi, Toastmasters. This is Bala here. I've been to Toastmasters earlier. I met Alex and team, so I was there the other day. So I'm again coming back to the Toastmasters to develop myself. So I'm into business development. I had sales for an organization called as JIT Global, which is into cloud and other services. So I wanted to develop myself. So I'm again back to the base.
Welcome to you.
Thank you.
Hey, hi everyone. My name is Daniel. Uh, I'm a senior manager in one of the IT concern, and this is my first time in Toastmaster. I have no idea what this Toastmaster is, but I know it's a place where you can improve your English and conversations and speeches. So that's the reason I'm here for self development.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Daniel.
Anybody else in the venue? Any other guest, Satish?
No other guests, Priyang.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So,
Not sure if there are any guests online.
any other guest online who would like to introduce themselves quickly? Okay, we will move on.
Anjali is there. Satyamurthy is there. Anu is there. Priya is there. A lot of guests are there.
I think let's not break the flow. Let's go ahead and come back later.
We come to the prepared speeches section. We do have 3 prepared speeches planned for today. So the first speaker for today is Toastmaster Vignesh. Toastmaster Vigneshwar will be evaluated by Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. May I now request Toastmaster Thomas Abraham to brief the objectives for Toastmaster Vigneshwar's speech.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. You will shortly hear from Toastmaster Vigneshwar a very introspective speech. It is from Pathways Presentation Mastery, Level 2, Project 1, Understanding Your Leadership Styles. The objective are obviously to share his own dominant leadership styles and to tell us what has been the impact of that on others. This is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, dear speaker. Back to you.
Thank you, evaluator. Toastmaster Vigneshwar is Toastmaster Vigneshwar is a civil engineer turned software developer. He is driven by passion and curiosity. He is a devoted enthusiast of architecture and automobiles with a do-it-yourself mindset for tackling challenges. He is a fitness fanatic who thrives on exploring new horizons and embracing constant growth. He served as the registration chair for Illuminate 2024 and did an amazing job in October for the division. Kudos to him, and today he is delivering Pathways Presentation Mastery Level 2, Understanding Your Communication Style. The title of the project is The Silent Superpower. Toastmaster Vigneshwar, The Silent Superpower. The Silent Superpower, Toastmaster Vigneshwar.
Have you ever felt like you had nothing to say about a topic, only to realize that you have been quietly preparing for it all along? That's exactly how I felt when I began preparing for the speech. I just sat down and I was clueless about what to talk and what to prepare about this. So I just turned to the AI and threw some prompts. It threw me back some 7 different type of communication style, and I was wondering, we have only 4 in our pathways journey, and it threw me 7 different ideas. And when I was glancing those ideas and titles, one title resonated deeply with me: The Silent Superpower. That's when I realized I do have something to share. So let's rewind back to my childhood. So I was never the loudest voice in the room. In fact, I barely spoke. I was a quiet kid who observes everything and everyone and kept to myself. On my 10th grade, something remarkable happened. On a fine day, I was called into my principal's office. Any guesses why I has been called? Okay, I will just break it out. So I was just curious. Being a silent one, I didn't do anything, and I was wondering what did I do wrong, and everything was the thing which is going in my mind. But to my surprise, she called me to congratulate me for doing well in the math exam that happened in the revision A, and that too particularly in geometry. So uh, she was impressed by my amount of detail I have given to the geometry and encouraged me to continue the same for the public exam. At that moment, I realized the power of quietly observing and focusing qualities helped me achieve even the tiniest details in my work. So let's come back to today. So today also some people who know about me as a silent person or still catches me off guard when they visit my home and find out that everything in my home, right from the light fixtures to tube lights or having the photos, is done by me, doing it by myself, and they're often amazed. How did I do these things like fixing the lights, any designer lights, or it can be a fan, or doing the drilling fixture on my own? The answer is very simple. I just love to observe everything and either reading the instruction manual that come with the product or observing some technician when I go somewhere at their work. I just observe everything and I would like to replicate the same in case if it is needed. So that brings to my realization that the silence and observation are one of the most effective form of the communication style we have today. So you all be encountering in our Toastmasters journey, like we have a listening master role. So what the role is about? The role is about to evaluate your listening skills and your observing skills. So that's where I got, okay, this is my topic today, and I will speak about the power of silence and observing and today. A sharp listener and a keen observer often have more meaningful insights to share rather than a person who struggles to focus. So as I reflect on my journey, I realize that being silent has been my superpower all along. So being silent has helped me to connect with the world around me, gather more valuable information, and process it whenever needed. And I just keep it myself. And when the time brings, I just deliver it when that happens. So here, heard so many stories in our ancient Puranas, that Ramayana, Mahabharata, and everyone has known that there will be a saint who will be simply sitting and doing the meditation, and he will not speak, and he achieves everything because of his silence. So silence is one of the most superpower we have with ourselves that should be cultivated in a right manner to achieve the great heights. So the next time you find yourself in a situation in a room full of chatter, so just take a step back, relax, focus, observe, listen, and observe, and you have the ability to act with precision. Silence is a space where the magic of life happens. So what's your superpower, Toastmaster of the day?
Thank you, Toastmaster Vigneshwar, for that insightful speech. So we'll talk a little bit about the analytical personalities blue, which is also myself and Toastmaster Vigneshwar. Like he said, he will read the manual word by word. That is also one of the trait of analytical people. They are very silent. They observe a lot, and they are too much to attention to details. They would have listened to each and every word that we spoke, and they don't mind to read each and every word in the manual and try and follow it. It's so meticulous. And we will move on to the second speaker for today. The second speaker for today is Toastmaster Santhosh.
I'll be evaluating.
Sure. Toastmaster Santhosh will be evaluated by distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob. Toastmaster Santhosh is doing dynamic leadership pathways level 4 project manage change. May I now request the evaluator to brief about the project objectives. Over to you, DTM Alex. You're on mute, Alex. Please unmute.
I'm sorry. Right. This particular project is about managing change. The purpose statements for this project is for the member to practice developing a change management plan. The purpose of this project is also for the member to share some aspect of a change management plan. That's it. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, DTM Alex. Toastmaster Santhosh Subramanian. I always get reminded of the famous Jayam Ravi movie when I see his name. He is working as a project manager in TCS. He's a father of 2 daughters. He's passionate about public speaking, fitness enthusiast. He's a fitness enthusiast and loves to walk, jog, and run. He also loves to read books. Today, he's delivering Managing Change project. Toastmaster Santhosh Subramanian, change is life, life is change. Change is life, life is change. Toastmaster Santhosh Subramanian.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Yes, change is life, life is change. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, do you know one of the most crucial factor in the life is change? Yes, one of the most crucial factor in the life is change. The simple concept is, are you the change? Otherwise, the change will face you at any time. No one can abstain from the change. Might be my statement is acute, but it is true. In my point of view, when we are practicing the change, whether it is an organization or personal change, we look into the factors. They have the same function, but facing the stakeholders are different. I strongly agree that if you are moving with the change plan, we can manage the things easily. I am happy to share my personal experience. In 2021, I would like to pursue an MBA degree. It took me for a long time to take this decision. When I am getting into this MBA degree, I tried a lot of way, because I am start chasing from 2015. Even that time I tried by submitting my application to my manager that I am start doing my part-time study. That time I came to know that after the discussion, it was a evening college, regular evening college, but later I had a rejection. I had a rejection in my permission letter. So even that rejection, I think about that why I got rejected, and it was happened due to the time constraint and work constraint. Even it was happened, the rejection, I have seeking a ME degree that time. The reason why I am saying there was an interest in ME at that time, but now I am pursuing the MBA. It was an upgrade with the time, with the interest, the alacrity. I have transformed. I want to transform like an entrepreneur, and my thoughts are like to think like an entrepreneur, to create the value, and also my expertise of interest in pursuing the project related knowledges. Finally, I got the MBA degree and transformed myself into a business expertise, having the business expertise knowledge. But even after this milestone accomplishment, it took 30 to 35 months to complete this milestone. Even the successful milestone I had due to the change management plan. This change management plan include not only what I am doing in the current situation and after it will affect what impact it will have. Not only it will have like that, but also include the other stakeholders. Because it is a personal, since it is a personal commitment, I had a anonymous support in my family. Also, I had a precise short-term goals, medium-term goals, and long-term goals. My long-term goal is to achieve this degree. After this degree, I got appraisal and promotion. Finally, it is a successful milestone for me since I have a vivid change management plan. This is for my personal and in my organization. When we are looking into the organization, we all have the same thing. Because it is a mandatory for an organization. If you are going with a change plan, we will have this. For me also, as a project person, we will frequently involve in this project plan. I will share a recent experience when I face this project plan. This is due to the project hold. The reason is due to the machine was breakdown. We need to repair that. In the meantime, the project is in hold. Other stakeholders need to be aware about that. So we connected to all the stakeholders and aware about the machine failure. So they are also get aware and they raise the concerns. Only not in my side, I am thinking about what is the change and what will the impact, but also we included all the stakeholders and got all the concerns and challenges. Then the timeline, the target end date was confirmed. There is when I'm summarizing when it is a personal change or an organizational change, whether it can be anything, but if you are moving with the change plan, you will remove the ambiguous situation. The possibility of ambivalent is less. And for the change plan, the perpetual situation will be eliminated. The procrastination also we can reduce. The higher rate of possibility in success we can include. For an iconic movement, if you want to success in your plan, or you want to reduce your failure, or you want to challenge the situation, go with the change plan by considering the current situation and what is the impact is going to happen, and clearly know your objective. So whether it is a personal or organizational, and finally move with the other stakeholders also, please include them so you will aware of what is the impact on everything. So move with this change plan. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santhosh, for talking about change is life and life is change. Yes, that is so true. Now I am going to share things about the blue personality type in the chat because we don't have much time for me to talk about all the personality types. You can quickly see their traits, the strength, the challenges with them, and how to communicate if you find a blue. And with that, we will move to the next speaker for today, Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan, who is a dentist and orthodontist practicing in Velachery for about 2 decades. He has created and enhanced 5,000 plus smiles. He is interested to explore new places, food, and he is also a fitness freak. Toastmaster Murugesan will be evaluated by Alex. Are you going to be evaluating him?
No, Anuradha is evaluated.
Toastmaster Anu will be evaluating Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan's speech. Anu, could you please brief about the project objectives?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Priyang. So today, my target speaker, the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of the public speech. So please note the timing will be 4 to 6 minutes. So this is an icebreaker speech. So all the best, Dr. Murugesan. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anuradha. Toastmaster Murugesan is doing presentation mastery level 1 icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan, give the resources to next gen. give the resources to next gen Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan.
When I saw the stormwater is running, rushing, I don't have the mood to enjoy or eager to see. Rather, my intuition is if I have the extra power, I can hold or I embrace and hold as an asset. Are you crazy? Or some of them may think, some of them is ubiquitous thinking. Good morning, Toastmasters and fellow Toastmasters. How many of them using a sip of water and keep the bottle away? In many marriage functions, they are keeping the waters, they are using for a sip of water, and what I have seen, what I have encountered is of wasting the water resources. Why this fellow is giving such importance, value to this water, as we have a proper monsoon, we have new technology, we have new projects, but our natural resources, how we are able to reserve it, how we are going to utilize it, that importance as a person who had encountered during my school days, which I want to tell about that a short story. So it was in my school days where I was in a boarding, and it's an iconic school of almost 150 years old school. Currently, when I studied, it is almost 120 years old school, where it was started during the Ripon Viceroy, and fund was allotted to that. So there were 300 people in the boarding, and I was joined as the 6th standard student. And usually they make me to wake up. The bell usually ring. They usually wake up at 5 o'clock. And the 10th and 12th students, they wake up at 4:30. And in this 300 students has to come to the study hall at the 6:30. So there is nearly 1 hour gap. Within this, we have to complete the morning duties and have to take the bath. So these 300 students, you don't believe there are only 7 taps. And moreover, there is no water tank, and there is a well connected with on-a-chip motor. So hardly we'll get a minute for taking the bath, hardly. And moreover, the motor won't run continuously. So after every half an hour, that only will come out. So we have to wait for this water to ooze out, the spring water to raise, so that the motor will pull up the water. So this is the situation. And we have to reach sharply at 6:30. Otherwise, we have to pay for that from the warden. And sometimes, most of the time, the motor won't run. Then what we have to move from there to the place to 2 kilometers to the railway station, where we have to take bath. We feel more happy because we pay for that, because that time they give privileges for the study time. So in that way, we know the value of the water. And moreover, I want to share this. It's not easy to get that opportunity to take the bath. So we have to pre-book. That is pre-book after 12 o'clock. So we have to keep our soap boxes in the order. For example, if I am the 21st placing my soap box, so I had the opportunity to take the bath after 21st. So that is the situation what I had. And during that we had suffered almost 2 years. So during my 8th standard, I still remember I was sitting in the veranda, and my correspondent opposite to the correspondent room, and my correspondent, his name is Rafael, actually. He's also an iconic personality, where he's talking to one of his colleagues. So our children are suffering a lot, and we have to do something. So we are raising the fund for putting some board. So that voice, it makes me so much happy. I want to share the things to my colleagues. So on the day, I was so happy. I shared to each and everyone. They feel so happy. You don't believe that on the day of the Bono, everyone were rejoiced. We are, that is on the Sunday. We rejoiced, we enjoyed on the say around the board. So that happening causes me to know the value of the water what we have. Even with 3 mugs of water, I am able to take the bath. So why I'm telling these things that has a great connection with the value of the resources what we have. Nearly what we are doing, nearly one, the report from UN is telling almost 40 to 45 liters of water per day per person is wasting. And 2/3 of the population, 2/3 in the universe, in the planet, or have that water scarcity. See, if you are taking this Chennai metropolitan, we are telling about urbanization, we are telling about technology, we are telling about desalinization, and rather than we have the good resources, almost you don't believe we have around 4,000 plus water resources, 3 major rivers. Where are they? Of course, where I am standing is also a water resource. And these, one is the rivers are polluted and the resources are encroached. Now we are talking about Telugu Ganga project, desalination project, all this. Why you are going to there? At least we have our natural resources here to get this from the nature itself. So what I am telling is finally the quote by Robert Swank, the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone will save it. So let
TM Murugesan, sorry to interrupt. It is almost 7 minutes now.
yeah. So what I'm telling is at least we will save the resources as it is and we'll give to the next generation. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Murugesan. It took me back to the college days where we have to wake up early to catch a bucket of water in the hostel. And in the monsoon, we will see heaps and heaps of water stagnating and then running away into the ocean. With that, we will move to the next section of today's meeting. And I'm also going to share a little bit of the traits about the red personalities, the dominant leaders, the born leaders, natural leaders, goal-oriented, action-driven people, and how to communicate with them here in the chat. And I'm going to introduce the table topics master for today, Toastmaster Keshavan, who was a runner-up in our Centennial quiz that we conducted last month, October. Coming back to Toastmaster Keshavan, Toastmaster Keshavan is having a background spanning over 5+ years as a former CRO, an educational counselor, and panel research associate by profession. And he is a budding podcast consultant, happiness life coach, and motivational speaker by passion, and passionately believes in being a professional and motivational speaker. He is from Madipakam, Chennai, 600091. Over to you, Toastmaster Keshavan, to run the table topic session today.
Thank you so much, DTM Priyang ma'am. Thank you. So, today we have a table topic.
The voice is echoing. Maybe you're on 2 devices.
Okay. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about table topic sessions, and the topic theme is resilience and self-care. So table topic is for minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes, and intermediate is 1 minute 30 seconds. So open to table topic session. Any guest or any members who are interested, please do come forward and take up your topic. Navalida Krishnan, Shivakumar, Unpresence Priya, Satyamurthy, Jai Krishnan. Daniel sir or Bala, you wanted to take up any? Yeah. So, who's taking? Okay. Bala sir, your topic would be describe a situation when you are faced with a setback or failure at work, and how do you handle it?
Can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thanks, Professor Vishwa. As told by the topic, the
Can you hear
recent
me, sir?
setback which... Sorry? Okay, the recent setback which I got was when I went to the office, I was not able to get connected with my laptop, and the access did not allow me. So that felt bad on me. I was not very sure what happened and how things are moving. The immediate call, the HR did not pick up. At last, I found out that I was sleeping, and then when I wake up, that was not it was a dream. That was a setback, and I woke up and then moved ahead. So thanks for the time.
Thank you, Bala sir. It was a nice, encouraging one you have shared and experience you have shared. And Priya, you would like to take the topic? You were saying something.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how important is never giving up for you?
Yes. During 2017, I have started a play school. I want to learn from the basics, so that I took a teacher job. Then after a few months later, our coordinator gave a training for a counseling, and how to speak with the parents, and how to convert them into the students. I mean, their kids into our school. Meanwhile, I got very inferiority complex to talk with the parents, and I'm also introvert. During that time, after many training, I couldn't make up. I couldn't speak to parents. Then my principal said, "Not up to the mark your speech." They told. Then determined myself, why can't I do that? On fine day, parents came. I forgot all the training, whatever they gave. Just I explained everything what I'm teaching to the student at the class. The immediate day itself, they pay the entire year fees. That was success after many struggles. Thank you for this topic.
Okay, thank you so much, Priya. Now, Nidha Krishnan, Sivakumar, ready to take up a topic?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So the topic for you is, what do you enjoy the most during your spare time?
Sorry, what do you enjoy the most during
your spare time?
Spare time, okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Keshav. I mean, there are a few, hobbies that I have. Like when I say hobby, I think you make a habit of, there are certain things, we make a habit and then that becomes a hobby, right? So I enjoy reading some historic books. Is one of my favorite thing that I would enjoy doing during spare time. The other thing is, traveling. So, take a vacation and go to different places, new places, explore the food, in those local places is my, another thing that I would enjoy. Like even a weekend, one day that we get, maybe go to a different place. Maybe, sometimes within Chennai itself, like explore a different part of Chennai, and food is what I think I would enjoy doing it. So thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah, it was a lovely experience shared, Nandini. Thank you so much. So, anyone interested? Sivakumaran, guest, Priya, Andres,
Yeah,
Satya?
I'm interested to talk about table topics.
Yeah. Jay Krishnan?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so the topic for you is one thing that you have changed about your daily life?
One thing changed about
Your daily life.
daily life.
Yes.
So, yeah, basically, I will not be waking up early, and I will not be doing the regular exercise what other people are doing, and I will not be that much proactive and compared to others. Now I am slow by slow changing myself to become proactive, waking up early at morning 5 o'clock and going walking and doing some basic exercise like plank and push-ups like that, and changing my regular routine from day one to till now, so that I can become proactive and I can manage time, and while getting up early we can have many amount of time to spend, and we can have good time management, so that we can go to office early and do the things without any tense, and be calm and focus on each and every work, and there'll be no tense. So this is how I changed from doing the getting up early.
So nice share, Jay Krishnan. Thank you so much for sharing it.
One last
So let's
one.
go with the other topics. Anyone interested? Ambrasan, Sivakumaran,
Yeah,
Daniel?
one last one. Table topics master. We have time for one last.
Okay, sure.
Master Ambrasan is raising his hand.
Okay. Hi, Anderson. The topic for you is how do you define a healthy work-life balance? At what point do you think it's necessary to take it forward?
Okay. So the topic is how do you handle my work? And
yeah, work-life balance.
Okay. So right now it is a difficult challenge for me. Okay. So being a father of two kids and work from home very difficult for me right now. Also, I need to take my child to in school. So till 9 o'clock, I'll be very busy today. To handle work-life balance is right now I'm facing difficult situations. So I'm doing some work and I'm in call. So my younger child will cry. So I'm not able to concentrate to that. So I'm not able to ask ask the right questions to them. So right now I'm facing the challenges. So I'd like to want to go to work in office, but also I want to manage my wife and me are handling the two kids, and there is no support for me. So for that reason, I'll take work from home. So somehow I'm managing the situations, and thank you.
Thank you, Jay Krishnan. Raymond, like can we take one more topic for Daniel, or is it or over?
Out of time actually.
You're muted actually. Yeah, you're unmuted. No.
Sure, we can go one.
Yeah, one more topic you can go and find out.
Yeah.
Okay then, sir. Okay, thank you. So Daniel sir, can you tell me how do you stay motivated and focus during your periods of uncertainty and the change you see in yourself.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for this opportunity. The topic is how do you stay motivated in times of uncertainty, right? One important thing I've realized in my life is challenges that you face in your life. Most of the time, it's an unknown territory. You're scared about what's not visible for you. When situation comes, that's a fear that you have because you're not having enough information about the situation. So once you learn about the situation, what is the reality, you get a plan to execute how to manage the situation. So that's the first thing I do. Whenever I face struggle, I try to realize the ground so that I know what to plan and execute. That's a powerful tip I follow in terms of managing struggles. And it has worked well in most of the difficult times. Thank you.
Oh, it's a lovely shared experience. Thank you so much. It was a very lovely session here. Thanks for the opportunity, Table Master, persons of the day, TM Priyang. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Table Topics Master. May I now invite the evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon, to proceed with the evaluation segment of the meeting. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Priyang. Here we are into the evaluation segment of today's meeting. We had 3 prepared speeches today. For the first prepared speaker, who was Toastmaster Vignesh, let me call upon his speech evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. But before distinguished Thomas Abraham starts his evaluation, a brief introduction about himself. He's a very senior Toastmaster of our District 120, corporate marketing professional who after retirement is devoting his full-time energy to Toastmasters and other voluntary activities. He was the district PR manager of this district a couple of years back. He's a speech finalist in umpteen speech contests right up to the district level. He's won some of them. He's also a mentor to a lot of budding Toastmasters in the district. Please welcome speech evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham.
Thomas, you're on mute.
Thank you very, very much, DTM, distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. What better way than to wake up to these kind of nice, motivating words. Thank you. And the sun is also up, by the by, inspired by the Wake Up Toastmasters. Toastmaster Vigneshwar, it took me some time to realize that you are just a beginner in level 2. The way you conducted yourself, the natural, confident smile, the chatty tone, you didn't speak to us in that sense. You were chatting with us, which are things a Toastmaster will take a long time to learn. So honest compliments to you. Keep that up. I also like the structure. The structure, which was very congenial. You talked about yourself. Then you also played a little trick. You talked about the Munis from the Puranas. Now that is high praise, but no one generally praises themselves. But you pulled it off in a backhanded compliment when you made it more like humor than claiming the entire know-all abilities of the Munis. I loved it very, very much. So you converted self-praise to self-deprecation, but you send the message out that you are the silent type who manages things. Then you explained your process of creation based on observation. And the gem for me was the last one. Silence is a space where life is created. Epic, iconic, if I may say so, and very, very first-person insight, typical of a creator. Now, what do I have to suggest? I have basically just one suggestion, which is utilize the fantastic toolkit that the manual gives us. And with that, please consult your mentor. With that, this contents will work as required for this particular project. I want, for general kind of an observation, there are two types of projects. One, the introspective project where you have a toolkit. Second, the freestyle. Here, if I may say so, this became more of a freestyle speech on creation. Whereas we are talking about leadership, just like the TMOD showed the 4 classical types of personality, what we are seeking here is leadership style. Leadership requires a situation, because leadership is situational. Leadership requires a team and a task. This triangle creates the battlefield for leadership. And typically leadership, just to jog our memories, are something like democratic, authoritarian, coaching, things like that. So therefore, my suggestion to you is you can comfortably weave this content into a creative speech where you can present from your own life your creative philosophy. And at a time when people are getting into the routine, a speech like that has immense value. Simple terms, you have learned the style, the tone, tonality that best works for a Toastmaster. Just use the facility of the pathways and the mentor. You will be on the dot every time. Back to you, G.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas, for the detailed evaluation of Toastmaster Vigneshwar's speech. Now I'll call upon the evaluator for our second prepared speaker, which was Toastmaster Santhosh. Our second evaluator is distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob, who's one of the charter members of Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. He's been a Toastmaster for the past decade or more, held various positions in the club area division and district, and he's the owner of A Space, a co-working space in Velachery, Chennai. So please welcome our second evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob.
Thank you, General Evaluator Satish DTM, and fellow Toastmasters, and my speaker, Santhosh in particular. Change is the most constant thing in this world, and I'm sure most of the Toastmasters are familiar with this thought. We have used it, we have overused it, and sometimes we probably would have abused it. So the good thing happened today in your speech was that we didn't hear the cliche. So change is difficult, but we want it. So today, Santhosh was taking us to his change management journey. So he was talking about his personal experience, and knowing him ever since he joined Toastmasters, his commitment to self-improvement, and he was always into various courses, various projects, and today we came to know about a little more about his interest as well. So what did I like in his speech? The first one is his personal experiences. I believe always adding this personal experiences to speech can enhance the speech, because that is the unique experience you ever had, and it is not somebody can copy it from somewhere. I believe everybody should add a personal experience in the speeches that will enhance the speech. Second thing, the structure of the speech where he has actually stated a problem and then a kind of a solution where the rejection had happened and what was his long-term goal, long-term vision. So this was clearly stated. And third, in a way, for me, it was inspirational because somebody was struggling to achieve something and facing a lot of rejections and achieve something. For me personally, that is inspirational. So thank you, Santhosh, for the inspirational tone of the speech as well. And the fourth thing I really liked about it, this is something which probably I can only comment, most of you may not know about. When Santhosh joined, how he was as a speaker, how constantly he was putting efforts in the last 2.5 years to come onto the stage and speak and improve himself. So I believe this is the most important thing, and this is why we are in Toastmasters. Toastmasters is not a bureau of great speakers, but it is about the continuous improvement each person feels in himself. So I believe Santhosh deserves a big round of applause in that front, for sure. Now, coming to certain areas of recommendations, like Thomas Abraham said about the previous speaker, probably the structure and everything was in place. So probably mentor consultation would have had a little more. Now, there are two kinds of mentors now. We have a human mentor who will be available for you to help. And there is an artificial intelligence vendor also probably can help. So you can always take a speech in the chat GPT or a Meta and tell that, make the speech persuasive, make the speech informational, make the speech inspirational. And you will be wondering the power of that same script which you will be using and can be chained with the tone and the impact which can deliver to the audience. So I think that's one thing. Of course, you need a human mentor because he will add the emotional factor and the context factor, which an artificial intelligence may not know it. Now, the third thing, a second thing I want to emphasize, probably this you need to focus on the next speech is how do you open a speech? When you open a speech, you can always say a quote, a personal story, or an information. I strongly believe the first 25 seconds is about the power of quotations and the important thing. So add power of quotations and a statistic to open the speech and get the audience attention. These are my humble takeaway, humble thoughts on this particular speech. I request you to incorporate few changes and see how the next speech and next level speeches start. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Alex, for the detailed evaluation of Toastmaster Santhosh's speech. Now let me call upon our evaluator for Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan. Toastmaster Anuradha works for TCS. She's an active member of TCS Maitri Toastmasters Club and has got 12 years of experience in the IT field. So, Toastmaster Anuradha, the virtual stage is yours for the evaluation of Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan's speech.
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator. So good morning once again. Today I am going to tell about how I felt the speech with my target speaker, Toastmaster Murugesan. So it was a wonderful speech because he started in a very powerful way because everyone can easily relate to this because whenever we go for any function, we used to just sip a water and throw it away. So just how far we have to be very aware of being use of this water and how much value this water is bringing to us on each and every day of life. And also, I wanted to bring one point here. He was a wake up student at 6th standard itself, and that made him join this wake up club also, I guess. That was a brilliant part which I observed in his speech. And the transition was excellent with because he just started with his 6th standard journey, how well he can able to relate and value the value of the water, but this earlier age of the life itself, because at even there are kids who are more than 18 years now, but still the value of the water needs to be preached to them on day-to-day basis. But he has been a very responsible adult and responsible kid in the earlier stages of life itself, which I like the most important way in his speech. And the transitioning part was excellent. And very nicely narrated how you were waking up early in the morning at the 6:30 itself, and you are standing in the queue, and however you got only 3 mugs of water to use to get your bath done. So that was easily narrate because I was able to personally connect to it when I was there in a hostel. So that was the excellent thing. And also you have corrected the facts as well, how much water is getting wasted on day-to-day basis. So 40 to 45 liters of water is getting wasted, and how much water scarcity we are having in Chennai, not only in Chennai, all over the world. And there are 4,000 water resources, so these are the excellent facts which you have brought up, and you are making this eye opener for everyone here as an audience. And also you are trying to be a socially responsible person, which is quite impressive according to me. And also, you have beautifully concluded your speech by giving this wonderful thought: the greatest threat to the planet is someone will take care of it. Why not we? So that was the impressive thought, because everyone as a person should work on it. So to conclude, you have to and for the improvement area, I have only one thought. The only thing is you could have brought some call of actions so that can help us to learn how these resources can be saved for the next generation. So just to conclude, your speech is a wonderful start, and the transitioning is excellent. And you have nicely narrated your personal story to connect with your speech with this part. And your content is excellent. Just the only one recommendation I have is regarding the call of actions. The call of actions will help us to understand how you can address this problem. and uh, I think this is one thing which I have observed. Thank you. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anuradha, for that evaluation of Toastmaster Murugesan's speech. I'm sure he will imbibe the recommendations in his upcoming speeches. So that brings us to the end of the evaluation for the prepared speakers. Now let's get into our tag team segment. So to start, let me first call upon our timer for today's meeting, Toastmaster Shivakumaran, to provide the timer report. Over to you, Toastmaster Shivakumaran.
Thank you, DTM Satish Menon. I will go over my timer report. I would like to call out we have two disqualifications because of the time they have taken. One is prepared speech, TM Murugesan. The stipulated time is 4 to 6 minutes, but the time taken is 7 minutes 10 seconds. So I would like to disqualify that and not consider for rating. And then guest Bala, he is the table topic speaker number 1. He has taken only 30 seconds to give a speech. So I would like to take his name also take his name off from the list of rating. And I will go with the remainder of the time taken by our speakers. TM Vignesh, the topic is the silent superpower, has taken 5 minutes to deliver a speech. TM Santhosh, the topic is change is life, life is change. He has taken 7 minutes 20 seconds to deliver a speech. Evaluation speech, DTM Thomas Abraham has taken 3 minutes 15 seconds. DTM Alex Jacobs has taken 3 minutes 25 seconds to deliver his speech. And TM Anuradha has taken 3 minutes 20 seconds. Going over with table topic speeches, guest number 2, Priya, has given her speech on how importance is never giving up for them. At the time they have taken is 1 minute 12 seconds. TM Navanitha has given speech on what do you enjoy the most during your spare time. He has taken 1 minute 2 seconds to give his speech. TM Jaykrishnan has given his speech on one thing you will change in your daily life. The time taken is 1 minute 20 seconds. Guest number 3, Anbarasan, has given a speech on how do you define healthy work-life balance. He has taken 1 minute 30 seconds to cover his speech. Guest Daniel, given speech on how do you stay motivated in terms of uncertainty. He has covered 1 minute to give his speech. Yeah, I have finished my timer report. DTM Satish, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivakumaran, for that detailed timer report. Now let me call upon the R counter, Toastmaster Navneethan, to provide the R counter report. Toastmaster Navneethan.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, DTM Satish Menon. Overall, in this meeting, very few filler sounds and empty words used. So thank you, everybody. These individuals like Evaluator 1, DTM Thomas Abraham, Evaluator 2, DTM Alex Jacob, and General Evaluator DTM Satish Menon, and Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Priyang. I think I didn't notice any filler words or filler sounds or empty words. So again, thank you. Toastmaster Shivakumaran, Toastmaster Vigneshwar, and Evaluator Toastmaster Anu, and the table topic speakers, TM Jaykrishnan and TM. Toastmaster Bala, and the guests Daniel and so these Toastmaster speakers, I think everybody pretty much used minimum 1 or 2 plus R or ums, and So was called once from table topic master Keshav, and so 2 or 3+ times from Vigneshwar's speaker Vigneshwar. That's the report for today. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Satish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Navneethan, for providing the counter report. Now let me call upon our grammarian, Toastmaster Satish Kumar, for the grammarian report of today's meeting.
Thank you so much, DTM Satish Menon. Today, all the speakers have used a lot of good language, English language usage. One of them is "Change is life and life is change," which is very catchy by Toastmaster Santhosh. And now by Dr. Murugesan, that happening I'm not able to get it. Okay, and there are other things where there can be improvements, like the machine was broken down. This can be refined. The machine broke down. And similarly, another sentence that was used, "Why are you going to there?" And rather we can use it, "Why are you going there?" So these are some of the sentences where we can improve upon. And one sentence that is used is, "Greatest that is the thing, someone will save it." Okay, so this sentence is very catchy and also reminds us about how we should act on the conservation of energy or conservation of resources. And the word of the day, "iconic," is used by Toastmaster Santhosh and Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan. Not many others have used. So over to you, DTM Satish Menon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satish Kumar, for the grammarian report. Now my overall report for today's meeting. So prior to the meeting, we had the agenda published well in advance with most of the roles taken up by our members. And with respect to the meeting, it started on time. We had 3 prepared speeches, a good table topic session, detailed evaluations, and good tag team reports. So that's what a typical Toastmasters meeting has to do. And as a club, we've kind of achieved all that segments in today's meeting. We had the Toastmaster Navneethan, who voluntarily took up the role of our counter in spite of being a new member, and he volunteered and he's done a good job. So kudos to him. That's something that Toastmasters teaches us as we move along. Then we had a couple of improvements that I would want to suggest as part of our Toastmasters meeting. One is that we expect all the role players to be in time for the meeting, so that as the meeting starts, at least all the role players should be there in the meeting on time. We did have the secretary report read out today, since the secretary was not there. But in case a person is not there, we need to have a process whereby somebody else picks up the report and reads it, because that's a part of the meeting agenda and it should not be skipped otherwise. Guest introductions were not taken during the beginning of the meeting. That's a practice that we follow, and I think we should keep following it as before we proceed on to the next segments of the meeting. TMOD had a very good theme for today's meeting, and she engaged the audience very well by asking them to take part in a poll and explaining what the colors mean as part of the results that each person would have got by taking the poll. So very good thing. The president had a good introduction, gave a good example of leadership and team spirit as part of a meeting using cricket, which is something which all of us can relate to in this meeting. With respect to our other segments, I would say the prepared speeches, the detailed evaluations have already been provided by the speech evaluator. But I personally found out that a couple of the speakers were faltering in between. This could either mean that you forgot your speech or you were trying to recollect your speech. So I would kind of advise that you please practice multiple times before you come and deliver the speech before the club. That helps you to better improve your delivery and also to make a much more forceful impact when you are speaking. With regarding the tag team reports, for the timer, when you are showing the timer cards, you don't need to tell the speaker that they're exceeding time. What we use, the timer's role is just to show the cards and note down the time as is. We don't need to prompt anybody saying that they are running over time. Also, when we announce, we don't need to say who's disqualified or not disqualified. The timer just needs to announce these are the time taken by each speaker and each table topic speaker and evaluator. Okay. Again, time disqualification is a misnomer. It's there only in speech contest. For a club, I don't think we need to have a time disqualification because TI Toastmasters also says time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. Do they say that any speaker who goes more than the exceeded time will get disqualified as part of delivering the speech in a club meeting? I don't know. It's not there anywhere. Speech contest, of course, it is there because you can't override time in a speech contest. So just keep that in mind. From giving the word of the day and the theme of the day, it's recommended that these are given upfront and published as part of the agenda so that everybody gets time to incorporate that in their speeches. Giving it at the last moment, people may want to kind of think, or some may not be able to incorporate the time same in the speeches. So that is just an observation from my side. And also, I could see in the meeting that there were multiple prompts coming on. We could have one more speech or we could have two more speech. As a process, it is the timer first to say whether we have time, how much time do you have for the agenda, for the next segment. So the TMOD could just check with the timer to say, do we have enough time for a next speech? And then say, yes, we can move ahead or not with the next segment. Multiple people prompting doesn't make any sense in a meeting to say who can we go ahead or not go ahead. Also, from a suggestion perspective, when we have multiple speeches, just let us start it from the lowest to the highest. So, for example, if somebody is giving an icebreaker, let the icebreaker be the first speech. Then it could be a level 1 speech, or then it could be a level 2 speech. Yeah. So let's not jumble it up to say you first start with a level 3, then an icebreaker, and then a level 2. Okay. So that's something that we can incorporate in our future meetings as we go along. And also from an agenda perspective, let's provide some time for guest introductions, okay, and guest feedback at the end of the meeting. Today, it's not there mentioned explicitly. So if we can put some time for guest introduction and guest feedback, that will help to make the agenda much more detailed. So these were my observations for today's meeting as general evaluator. Overall, a very good meeting. We all learn as we go along. So nobody's perfect. So let's all learn as we go along, and let's imbibe the learnings into our future meetings also. Thank you. And with this, and the control back over to the Toastmaster, DTM Priyang.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. May I now invite the Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Vigneshwar, to launch the poll. And I now invite the Listening Master, Toastmaster Satish Kumar, to proceed with the Listening Master section.
Thank you so much, DTM Priyang, TM Body of the Day. I have few questions. At how much time Dr. Murugesan had to take bath when he was in the boarding school?
1 minute.
Good. Thanks, Vignesh. And in what class did he join the boarding school, Dr. Murugesan?
6th standard, I think.
Perfect. And what is the name of the correspondent in the school?
Rofel.
Yeah, that's perfect. And guest Bala, what was his setback when he spoke in the table topics? Was it real? Come on, guys. It was in his dream. It was not real. And what is the theme of the day for this meeting?
Surrounded by idiots.
And what is the qualification Toastmaster Santhosh has added to his kitty?
MBA.
MBA as part of his. Sorry?
MBA.
MBA, yeah. And how many months did it take for him to do his MBA?
You said approximately 32 to 35 months.
Yeah, you're right. Around 35 months was what Santhosh quoted. I think that is it from me.
Thank you, listening master. I hope the second round of the wake up call is also now done. Coming back to the theme, yes, the theme was surrounded by idiots. Yeah, you sound like an idiot to others. The others sound like idiot to you because we are all not the same. We have different personalities, and I have posted some more traits about all the different colors over in the chat. With that, I conclude the theme, and I will also share the book over the link of the book. You can read it. It will make more sense why people behave in the way they behave, and you will also see and relate and appreciate people for who they are when you know whether they are a blue or red or green or yellow. With that, self-awareness is the key. Know what type you are, and when you know others better, it makes it easy for you to communicate. End of the day, we are here to better communicate with others and live a happy and beautiful life. With that, I will pass the control over to the presiding officer, President of the club, Distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Priyang. A big round of applause to Priyang and the other role players. So now I request the club secretary to read the minutes of the meeting.
Thank you so much, sir, for showing the thing. So today's minutes of the meeting, the meeting was started by 7:05, and then they were followed by the presidential.
Keshav, it is about the previous minutes of the meeting. The last week's minutes of the meeting was not read because of initially, right?
298 is.
Yeah, meeting number 298.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading, sir.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, sir. So, like the meeting was initiated by 7:05 by Vigneshwar and followed by the presidential address. The members present were DTM Alex, the president, vice president membership TM Satish Kumar, sergeant at arms TM Vigneshwar, treasurer Santhosh. Attendees were DTM Priyang, TTM Santhosh, TM Satish Kumar, Murugesan, Sadasivam, Jaishankar, Shivakumaran, Navanida Krishnan, Keshav, and absentees were like Sudha, Satish Menon, Mageshwari, Manoj Chaudhary, Uday, Arul Selvam, and Vijay. Guests were TM Arun Kumar, special guest, TM Javed, Amrasan, Jay Krishnan, Umarani Advocate, Priya, Nitya Selvan, Tamil Rasan, and Guru. Meetings roles were introduced. Toastmaster of the day, Santhosh. Table topic master Satish Kumar, and the listening master was TM Santhosh, and timer Vigneshwar took. Presiding officer Alex Jacob shared about the story about how Pakistan's inspiring hygiene makeover has been taken over a leaf by Stephen Lobby, and guests were asked to introduce themselves. After the guest introduction, our special guest, TM Arun Kumar, started the session with a thought-provoking and instilling educational session on finding your leadership mojo. So let's see about the leadership. It's one of most important factor, and it has an ability of an individual or a group of people to influence people and guide followers or members or an organization in a society or and post educational session and energetic, soulful, chill table topic session was conducted by our beloved TM Santhosh Kumar, followed by TM Modi calls for listening master to address the gathering. Then Sergeant Ops Vigneshwar shared the poll and hand over to the presiding officer DTM Alex Jacob. And the club awards were presented to best table topic speaker TM Shivakumaran. And the meeting was adjourned by 8:20 and open for the post-meeting networking, and that's all, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Keshav, for the report. And now I request guests to introduce themselves. So may I request the guests to introduce themselves or the feedback? Bala, would you like to share something?
Yes, Alex. See, okay, long time back, so 5 years back, I started this, and I closed the gap. I see the same divide which is there. Only thing is online, offline. That's the only difference I see. So I see a lot of opportunity to grow. Thanks, Alex.
Thanks, Bala. So anybody else would like to share any feedback?
Yeah. Jai Krishnan, yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I want more about the feedback actually doing the table topics. Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. What is that?
More about the feedback about the table topics role players. Like how they are presenting the speech, how where they are lagging, likewise. So
Right.
it
So
will be
topics as such, there's no specific feedback is there, but it is about continuous improvement because table topics by nature itself is extempo. And even if somebody has to give a feedback on that, that person has to be highly qualified to give an extempo and listening to their topic. And after 5 minutes, everybody can give a feedback on table topics. But table topic is also about handling on that moment. But in general, if you like to have a feedback on that, you can offline. We can chat with our members at the senior Toastmaster and see what is the feedback.
Yeah. Okay. That's
all right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any last feedback? I know we are already at 8:47.
Yeah, Satyamurthy here.
Yes. Yes, Satyamurthy. Please go ahead.
Good morning to everyone. It's a great learning for me. Actually, I could understand that the Toastmaster could help the speaker to bring from the audience to the staging floor to present their journey to deliver successfully. I could understand from their journey. It's a wonderful speech from all the speakers about their life change, and value of water, change management, etc. And supported by the evaluator also, and their great evaluation. Thank you so much for this opportunity. For my journey also, this is a life change. This is one of the participation is for me to change in my life. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Satya. Yeah. And now may I request Vignesh to announce the poll winners?
Yeah.
Alex,
So we have the
Daniel wants to give his feedback. Just one more.
Yeah, please.
This is the first time I'm in the Toastmaster club, and I would like to say that the energy that people bring to this meeting from each one of you, both online and offline, is kind of great, and it's so inspiring that to be part of this club and wanting to be more and learn and grow, and that's the vibe and the absorption that I've got from this today's meeting. Feedback that I had. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Daniel. Thanks a lot. Keep coming to Toastmasters. Thank you so much. Right. So now may I request the Sergeant at Arms to announce the poll winners?
Yeah, we have the results ready. So the best role player was a tie between both TM role played by distinguished Toastmaster Priyang and general elevator role played by distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. And we have the best tag role player as our first time role player or counter role Toastmaster Navneet Krishna, and the best speaker is Toastmaster Murugesan, and best evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham, and best table topic speaker, we have 3 ties over there. So all of them were guests today. So Priya, guest Jay Krishna, and guest Toastmaster Amritsar. So these are the 3 persons who are having a tie in the table topic. Yeah, that's up from me.
Thank you, Vignesh. And with this, okay, let's have a group picture, and the pictures we'll ask from the guests. So let's have a quick group picture.
I will say 3, 2, and then you take a picture. So whoever is available can switch on their videos to take the group picture. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, done. So I will spotlight. So probably for other role player winners, we have the photos. So probably
Yeah,
we
that's
can
what.
use that one. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Yep. So, shall I adjourn the meeting?
Yeah, group photo is done. So we have the members photo for the winners.
Okay. So with this, I adjourn meeting number 299. So we have the milestone meeting. It in 2 parts, online and in person. So I request all the members and guests to join for that. We have a special person as the guest of honor, and Sadish Kumar, our Vice President membership, is also having some other surprise plans. And from today onwards, you will see the updates. So let's gear up for the 300th milestone meeting. Thank you so much. Thank you, DTM Thomas Abraham. Thank you, Anuradha, and other guests who have played a role in today's meeting. Thank you so much. And let's gather next week, same day, same time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks all.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Hi, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.